Morning, everyone. We are on our way to Amazon for a 3.5 hour block, 7:15 to 10:45 a.m. from the .com station in Elk Grove. We just pulled into Elk Grove. There's nobody here. No routes are out. Am I going to get sent home with pay today? That would be an absolute dream come true.
Sweet. Time. There we go. All right, we'll go to pad B, lane 4.
4? Thank you. You know, looks like they do have routes today. I guess this one was sent by mistake. The routes weren't supposed to get out till 8, but since I'm here, looks like they're gonna just give me one, which is fine. You know, it's to be expected. All right, we're loaded up and on the way. We've got 29 stops, 29 packages, going to Wilton, which is the rural part of Elk Grove. So it's going to be a little spread out. It's going to be some miles. This route's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be kind of long, I think, but we'll see how this plays out. We're at our first stop at 7:35. Next stop, 2.5 miles away. Morning. There you go. Thank you. Have a good day. This is infuriating, blocking the driveway so I can't turn around. Plus they say deliver to the front door. If they're sick of looking for the package over 2.5 acres, should be obvious, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Mr. Manning. I love a circle driveway. Drive in, drive out. this delivered to the garage. All right, they gave me a code for this gate. Let's see if it works. It does. And they want it left at the garage. Well, we had a nice little string of a few stops close together, and now we're back to 2 miles apart. Alrighty, leave it on this side so it doesn't get jammed up in the front. Gate's going to open that way. Okay. Little kitties. We are about halfway done. We're driving on a very rough dirt road here, so I'm kind of playing Frogger with these potholes. 8:26. I think we have 13 left. It's going okay. Things are a little spread out, so maybe we'll get done at 9:30-ish. Brad may just want this behind this pillar here. Hello, horse. Next up, 5.5 miles away. Well, we've got some miles until the next stop, so let's talk about miles. It's an interesting thought. What miles is Amazon responsible for on these blocks? Are they only responsible for miles from the warehouse to your last stop, or are they responsible for all of it? From home to the warehouse, warehouse to the last stop to home. I would contend that they are mostly just responsible for warehouse to last stop. I know it's an unpopular opinion. Believe me, I know. And honestly, miles is miles. You know, it costs us the same regardless of whether Amazon's responsible for it or not. But that's my viewpoint anyway, because Amazon doesn't have any control over where we live. So why would it be their problem how far it is to get there and how far it is to get back home? It's really not their problem. As far as return mileage, I'd say they would be responsible if you have a return, of course. But to get back home, no, I don't think so. And that's part of the reason why we get a mileage deduction from the IRS. Quite a nice one too, lately over the past couple of years. 70 cents a mile this year, I believe, which is directly taken off your income. But as far as the miles for Amazon go, I would not hold them responsible for mileage getting to and from the warehouse, or getting to the warehouse and home from the last stop on your block, just because it's really not in their control where you live and where you go. But and that also ties into the time. When you book a block and you're given a flat rate, you are essentially giving yourself to Amazon for that period of time to send you wherever they want to send you. For example, this is a 3.5 hour, $84 block. I like to stay at $1 or a dollar a mile for the whole block. I will be under $1 a mile for this block for sure. But I'm going to be done well before that block time ends. And by done, I mean done with the last stop. Because just like the miles, the time, Amazon is not responsible if it takes you an hour and a half to get back home, or if it takes you an hour and a half to get to the warehouse. That is not their problem. I know it's unpopular. I know it sounds like I'm simping for Amazon. I'm really not. I'm just telling you like it is. Yeah, rant over. I believe I have to move the pin on this one. It's starting to rain too. Update pin. Move it there. I agree. Next stop, 6.9 miles. 7 miles, basically. only got 3 left after this one. Almost done. Lawnmower. I don't know if y'all can see it that well on the camera, but look at all that haze. There's definitely a wildfire somewhere in the mountains blowing down to here. Yeah, right. We got one left, about 2 miles away. They're 9:36. All right, we are all done with this Amazon Flex block. We are currently 34 miles and 42 minutes from home, which will put us at, oh boy, 117 miles and 3 hours and 45 minutes in total for this route for $87, which isn't any good. No, that is terrible. Now, bring us back to the point I was making earlier about mileage and time and what Amazon is responsible for. Does that change the metric on whether this is a good or a bad route? Well, of course it does, to an extent. I am currently at 84 miles. It took me 20 miles to get to the warehouse, so, and not counting the ride back home, because we're not counting that as far as Amazon's responsibility goes. So we are looking at 64 miles and 2 hours and 30 minutes roughly for $84. Yes, that changes it to good, figuratively speaking, according to my standards anyway. Good, well, pretty good. I won't say good as in really good, but you know, still pretty good. Because like I said, Amazon has no say over where I live, where I go, what I do before or after this to rack up additional miles to and from the warehouse and the end of the route. So what's my point? I don't know. It's an argument I see a lot online over, oh, the miles are so horrendous, it was 2 hours to get back home. Well, that's not really Amazon's problem, is it? You accepted that route from that station, and you're booked up for that time from Amazon. They can use it however they see fit. And I know that's going to be a very unpopular opinion, but that's just how it is, unfortunately. Fortunately, I'm in California, where we have Proposition 22, where there's some protections in place for that. But like most of these gig app companies, they get around it by only averaging all your time and miles for 2 weeks, maybe 1 week, depending on the app you're working for at the time. So they take with the good and the bad, and they give the average. Amazon Flex, I've never seen a Prop 22 payment, even though on a route like this, I probably should get one. But I won't see it because they're going to take everything I do over the next 2 weeks and use that as an average. But that's just the way it goes. Do I lose money doing this gig? No. Do I make excellent money doing this gig? I wouldn't call it excellent, but you know, it's decent enough and I enjoy it, so I do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would sure appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next round.